We've re-established a contact with the founding director of the SA Terrorism Analysis Centre, Grundko, as we look at the mosque attack in Verulam, just north of Durban. So you were telling me a moment or two ago that what might have been achieved is a degree of intimidation. Is it likely then that this is going to continue? It could happen again, possibly at the other two mosques?
Well, that's always a possibility. What I was saying was that the improvised device which they used there, this pipe bomb, is basically every 10-year-old child's idea of what a pipe bomb should look like. There was no planning that went into that. The other thing which makes me think that this is a straightforward intimidation effect is that there are no demands. Nothing has been said, you must do this or you must do that. There's been no statement from a group that says our aim or our goal is to achieve such and such an event. So maybe this is just an attempt to intimidate this small community, and create fear, and maybe even get the community to close that mosque down.
Having said that, do we need to ask questions about a possible failure in intelligence gathering?
Very difficult to gather intelligence on a small unit like this. I would imagine this is just 1, 2, 3 people involved. There are usually signals and signs in the communities, but we depend on the local communities themselves to feed us back that information. It's not the sort of thing that the intelligence community or the police are going to pick up on, unless, of course, they happen to discover somebody in an environment where there's an explosive has been found or illegal firearms, and they find information which leads to a plot being planned, or they get a confession from someone. Otherwise, we rely almost entirely on the community.
Just finally, a small community, I think you said with moderate views. That was also echoed by one of the members of the community himself. Would you rule out then reprisal attacks after these two incidents?
Not from those particular members, not the community that's been attacked. However, there could well be reprisals from other more radical people who now feel that they have a right or even a duty to defend this very peaceful mosque community. So what precautions need to be taken then? Well, very generalized ones. I'm not even sure if the reaction unit, who were the first people on the scene, were actually on duty at the mosque. It makes sense, and I have heard that some of the mosques have now put extra security in place, and ironically, a couple of the Johannesburg synagogues, as a direct result of this action in Verulam, have increased their security. So it's affecting people on the opposite side of the spectrum. Just finally, all of this is within the purview of the Hawks right now. Would you be confident in that particular organization's ability to investigate and solve this? My personal opinion is that the Hawks are not up to international standards, but they are the best that we've got in South Africa. Andy Grundko, thank you very much indeed, the co-founder of the South African Terrorism Analysis Centre.